What do we got going on? Give me a second. Bring up my desktop so I can read the comments easier. See who's here. Some people I don't know. Beastly Lover. I'm going to freaking don't know what that means. And Sachin Han said something about stars and stuff, right? Beastly Lover says my favorite streamer of all time. Me? That can't be right. I can't be anyone's favorite anything. Jace says, greetings, my friend. But hey, I appreciate the compliment. Let's see. 777 says balls. What kind of balls are we talking about? Volleyballs, basketballs, tennis balls, balls. That's the kind of balls we're talking about. Gotcha. 777 says, hi, Mod. B7 says, can I perhaps hit against transfer the moderator role, please? Probably, but not quite yet. Let's wait a little bit. Show up for a couple of days. Wouldn't be fair to some other people that were have been waiting. This way we get to see how everyone, Tandra says hi, Yogi, and hey, Jace. Tandra, how are you? Can I get on stream? I don't know. Let's see. Beast Lover says I'm a big fan of me. I don't have fans. I got friends. Friends are better than fans. That's for sure. Here's what I'm going to do with my code live streaming, because we're seeing some difficulties going around. Definitely, it's going to be 18 plus, unless you're someone that we know and that you have a parent present in the room. That way, everyone is protected on the up and up. You know what I mean? 777 says, show some love. Absolutely, my friend. That's all I do. That's all I try to do. To varying degrees of success. East Lover says, can you please respond to me? Absolutely. I want a moderator. I'm a big fan. And yeah, probably, but we give it a couple days. You know what I mean? Because we have people who have been coming for a while and not yet. We got our friend Jace coming up. Jace is recovering from, what was that, 67 pounds of pasta, I believe?
77.
77? Because I was judging by, by the photo. It's hard to tell by the photo. So yeah, and we all know the photo detracts 10 pounds. So 77, yeah, that makes sense. Someone's tired.
Somebody has actually gone to sleep.
Yeah. Very content. She
also had 77 pounds of pasta.
I'm sure. She's not going any place soon. He says he's what the hell is that again? Yeah, I'm late. Let's see, our friend Leo is here. Leo says, what's up, Papa Jace? Days are coming up, man.
Nearly gone. I think it's going to be like snow. You'll just wake up one morning and it won't be there anymore.
Gone. Mine's actually getting a little bit longer. I'm going to see what I can do with it. I usually grow it longer in the winter and then trim it down in summer.
If you could just put your finger towards the middle on the top of your head.
Uh-huh.
Go on, just once.
And what's going to happen?
Go slightly across to the side. Stop. Did you feel that? Was it like a little stubbly bit? I'm sure
Yeah.
you've got hair growing. You've got hair growing back. 2025 is going to be good for you.
Oh, look at that.
I know you're showing off. I can do it as well. Look.
I might get the ponytail back, man.
I was actually thinking about, we obviously have teapots in the UK, and they have this little coaster that they sit the teapot on to obviously keep the tea warm, stops it going on the cold side. And I was thinking about just super gluing it onto the top. It'd just make a perfect little patch. It's cheap as well.
That could work. Let's see. Let me get our friend Austin is here. Hey, Austin. And retirement days, comfort foods and more. Hello, my friend. How are you? Leo is here. Jacob's here. Man, we got all the big name burpee guys. We got if we had Reaper here, Eric Lapointe, it would be the Holy Grail Club.
All of them? Wow. Don't forget, I'm still the junior member of that club. I might be the oldest, but I'm still the junior member.
Don't forget Eric Lapointe. He's only been doing burpees since June 8th.
Okay. Superman, knee touches. He actually does this thing where he's got one of those. Do you call him a hatchet? We call it an axe.
Yep. I think he calls it the wood splitter burpee.
He's actually done. He's chopped a tree down in 5 burpees.
Yep.
The whole tree. 5 swings.
4 swings. Man, I love Eric Lapointe, but I think Eric Lapointe. Nothing against him. I think he's a 6 swing guy. He's not quite at the 4 swing level. I think the 4 swing. That's a burpee Reaper level.
So would it be swingingness or swingjevity?
Say that again.
Would it be swingingness? Has he got a great swingingness, or has he got a great swingingevity?
Swingingevity, I believe.
That's a new word. Right, I'm not going to stay too long. So I've set my live for 7 o'clock. That's an hour down the road, so got a bit of time to chill.
Cool.
But obviously, people have got to remember now, only 3 weeks left. We'll get towards the end of this year. So the festive times are coming. Just be mindful. It's a stressful time for a lot of people. So just take it a little bit slower, a little bit calmer, and think about everybody. That's the message. And then we go into 2025. We need to set ourselves some goals and some targets, something we can achieve.
Can I make a suggestion?
Maybe.
Stressful times. I love breath work. I love meditation, and it all helps. But if you want to immediately feel better, sweat along with Jace. Join him in the morning. Get in the workout. If you look at Jace and you think I can't do it, send him a message, or go to his playlist. Start on day 1 and work your way through. Man, don't wait. Don't make a New Year's resolution. Resolutions seldom ever work because it's a battle. You know what I mean? You think, I'm going to do this in this amount of days. You don't see that with Jace. You show up, you put in the work, and then you live a happy life. You don't need a resolution. Show up. What's the longest your workout is? Like an hour, right?
Yeah, I did about an hour and 20 minutes last night. It was
right.
It was an intense session. It was good though.
But remember, if you look at Jace, you don't need to start where Jace is now.
That's it. That's a good message. That's a great message. And that's me. I've had my 5 minutes. I'll leave the door open for somebody else.
All right, Jace.
Have a great day, people.
Looking forward to watching you burn off that pasta.
I'm ready.
Take care, Jace.
Bye.
Yep. Bye. Hey, Abigail. Abigail Carpenter. Cypher says the power of change can happen at any time. Absolutely. An epiphany. What's up, Stuart?
Hello. I just realized what burpees are.
You didn't know what burpees were?
I know what they are. It's when you burp and you fart at the same time.
All right.
I thought I'd just get the first joke of the fart day in before anybody.
That's true. We've been the fart jokes have been kind of chill lately. You might be bringing them back. I just
Do you not
realized.
hear when? Do you not realize when Jace does his burpees, he goes burp at the same time? It could be Xena right enough, but who knows?
Well, he just sent me a photo of his 77 pounds of pasta that he had for dinner. So you won't even have to listen to it closely. You're gonna be hearing it.
Jace,
Just
I
wait.
love you. I'm just on you because I got to pick on someone. I am in a very dark place at the moment.
Austin says Jason's on my videos. He is on your videos.
I'm in a dark place at the moment.
Yep. But we can.
I don't know if anybody has seen my latest video, but if you love me and support me, there's a channel out there that is saying vile things beyond what you can imagine. I've got to sleep just after, well, near enough like 7 o'clock this morning, which is like 1 o'clock in like morning time across the pond in the eastern part of the States. Man, I have had a bad night.
Well, I know it's been tough. Wish I could do more to help.
As content creators, why is YouTube letting people do this stuff? It shouldn't be allowed. I mean, that's worse than a troll. That's worse than a troll.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It takes things to the next level for sure.
What other levels after that? There isn't any.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why YouTube won't step up and take care of that. You know?
I mean, if this was like kids, right, come onto a platform and they're like, "Oh, what's this live about?" And their parents are in the background, and they hear all this. Whoa, what are you watching? Get off of there!
Right.
And that kid gets into trouble, and then that parent's like, "Well, what YouTube channel's this that you're watching?" I'm reporting it straight off the bat. As a parent myself, I would be appalled if a child found a channel like that.
You're a parent?
Yeah, I'm a parent.
I didn't know. Boy or girl?
Bye.
Nice. Scrolling through the comments last night.
Hey, Sue. And everybody else in chat. Squirrel Sniper, I liked your video from earlier.
Oh, yeah. I saw you were going live. Sempre says I watched the chef last night. Fillet of fresh fish, fresh caught fish. Sorry. What's the difference between that and sport baiting a hook?
It's YouTube's guidelines that. I mean, take Bob for example. I mean, Bob's in here, right?
Hey,
I know
Michael.
he's live. I
Hey,
know
Sue.
that he's alive at the moment. He's filleted fish on his lives. He did it on my members only.
He
I
did
don't
it
know
this
if
the
you
other day.
I don't know if you watched that live. I did on my members only back, but my members only, he filleted his fish up on my end. but there's ways and means, right? When it says about the community guidelines, I went through them, and if you've got an animal rights activist in your channel, they will try their utmost to take your channel down. You've got to say it's educational purposes. I'm here to try and catch a bigger fish. You've
Right.
got to keep reiterating that. But people are so mean. They don't have a clue.
Skeeter's here. Hey, Skeeter.
Hey, I mean, if I'm going to do YouTube, I'm going to keep it to my members only. If anybody doesn't see me live, then I'm just going to say I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not running away from it anymore. I'm just.
Well,
I'm
that's why.
keeping myself safe.
Right. But you know what? Is there any place that you're really safe on YouTube? Or Rumble for that matter?
There is. I've
Or
got
on
my
the,
safe places. I've got my safe places on YouTube.
but I mean, anywhere can show up anywhere, right?
Yeah, but if you're in the fishing community, they know where you're going to be. If you're out with the fishing community, they've got no idea where you're going to be.
Right.
I used to share a lot of people out. I stopped doing that because the last thing I want to do is have any of the people come from my background into, say, Austin's channel, Jace's channel, your channel,
Hey, Jamie.
anybody's channel, because then you're going to say, well, wait a minute here, where have they came from? I've shared you out with my community page. I've got stalkers, and it's not nice.
I know. Sue was all bundled up, sitting outside on Skywatch duty. Nice. My thoughts. Having had my own issues with people attacking me on social media, just continue doing what I do. Continue putting my message out and leaving it at that.
Yeah, but how many messages you need to put out? That's the thing.
Well,
This is the second warning shot that I've given.
right. No, I'm talking about not my message towards other people, not my message to anyone who attacks, my message of why I have a channel, why I do whatever I do on any social media page is to be me. You know what I mean? And I'll
Mhm.
continue to do that regardless. That's my thoughts with you. Just do your stuff. Don't let anyone take you prisoner. That they can attack you, but that doesn't mean you have to um, be emotionally chained to these other people. Set yourself free and live your life regardless of what anyone does. Be completely independent. You're strong enough, because I know you, to do that.
I used to be a right good stone yogi. Honestly, I was like rock solid, but after last night, I should have said this morning, I don't know, man. It's going to take a long time to heal.
Right. You can do it though.
I don't feel safe being live anymore
That's
on
understandable.
my own.
Right.
I don't feel safe being live on my own anymore. If I'm going to do it live, I'm going to have to do something like this where I've got someone I can actually have up on a split screen.
Right.
I'm going to have to.
Sue said some people are just miserable and have nothing else better to do. True.
So I'm glad you didn't see what happened last night, honestly.
Hey, Mohammed.
Or should I say this morning? I mean, okay, I didn't get up to like 11:15 last night because I dozed off after getting back from the hospital. So I was tired. I woke up thinking I can go to the bathroom and come back to bed and go to sleep. No. I get a message after Skeeter and Bob were live. It's like I got a notification up. I was subscribed to this guy, and then all I had was I want Stuart the Fish Whisperer. I want Stuart the Fish Whisperer. I want him here now. He was calling me out. He was drunk. He was on drugs. I don't know what else he was on. And I was just like, "What is this guy's problem?" And I asked him, "What's your problem?" I after like having all the things that he was saying, then the worst of it was I got called a paedophile, and he kept mentioning it. And then on top of that, he said, "I'm going to send 13 guys to basically find you. I will come across to Scotland myself." And I was like, "Well, you'll never find me. Scotland's actually a pretty big country. You'll never find me."
Leo says, do burpees. Mental gains to physical pain.
I go fishing for that. That's my burpee. My burpees is to go fishing.
So why don't you spend some more time fishing? Because you
Have
said you
seen
need to
the
heal,
conditions out there just now? It is pouring a rain.
right? Because you were saying you need to heal. Put yourself in that healing place. Get out in nature. Sue says it can be
I
hard
just
to
don't
ignore.
think I can face it anymore. In my
Right.
own eyes, I just after that this morning, I was just like, you know what? It's not just a case of one person. It's a group, and I don't even know where this guy came from. It's just been a headache ever since.
Right. Sue says it's hard to ignore this type of people at times. It can be. And Leah says, never hard to ignore those who don't matter. Focus on your grind and yourself. Know what you are adding and why you and nothing else will matter. Mental strength has to be built. Do burpees. Or go fishing. Or if you can't fish right now, there is, find the one thing that you can do that is going to give you that clarity, the strength that Leo's talking about. Put yourself in that healing place. If it's just
There isn't anything.
nothing that you know.
There isn't.
What about just
I
walking?
mean, I had one of my friends come to my live stream last night, and she's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Here goes." So she went across there. She got blocked, timed out, and whatever else because she was defending me because she was asking for the proof. And she says, "I want facts before." And she wants the facts and the proof. He couldn't do anything. So this guy's just spewing his mouth. But what people fail to realise is words. People hear words. They don't want the facts. They just want. If I was to say, they want a voice value.
Right.
They want a voice value. It's like take for example, like Jason's got big shoulders, right? So he'll understand this. That's like me telling Jace, your dog's something else, right? I'm just using an example. Your dog's not shouldn't be anywhere near that person or this place, um, or even Squirrel Sniper saying, "Well, why are you cutting down a tree? You're depriving that tree of nature," so on and so on. Becomes to me, right? I'm just using an example. It's hurtful, but they've got a job to do, as in especially like tree surgeons. What this guy did last night was, or through this morning, he hasn't got his life posted, by the way. That's the other problem.
Right.
He hasn't got this life posted.
So Leo says he's going to
The
do.
only time you'll ever see this guy live is if you get a notification from him, right, and you listen to what he's saying. People are taking it at voice value. It's like
Right.
you telling me, "Oh, don't eat venison," right? It's like you telling me, "Listen to jazz." I've got to then take that at voice value because you're telling me, saying, "Well, I'm telling you this because this is a fact or something." You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
you're telling me something. So if I'm telling you something, there's a difference between telling and asking. I mean, you can ask me to listen to jazz. You can ask me to not eat venison burgers. You can ask me, but when I'm telling you something, what happened this morning, I'm telling the truth.
Right.
I've already got the proof of my own life that I did this morning. This guy is toxic, and he shouldn't be on YouTube.
Did you report the channel?
Yogi, I maxed out on everything I could do this morning.
Right.
That's had no
Gotcha.
option but to go live.
Okay.
I maxed out on spam and misleading. I went, this is against your community guidelines, YouTube. You're going to have to do something. Channel. And it says, this guy is toxic. He shouldn't be anywhere. He was booting kids out his chat that were asking him a genuine question. What size rod would you use for for fishing for muskie? And he says, I've got a rod here. And what, a reel and one eye? It was an ice rod. I'll use that for muskie. No. If you go muskie fishing, you need something that's going to be a heavy rod. You're going for a heavy setup, something that's got a rod that's got a backbone that won't break. You try to fish with an ultralight rod for muskie, you're going to break your rod and you're going to lose that fish.
Leo's going to do 51 pump burpees for you.
I don't want you to do that, burpee. You don't need to take your punishment out, what I'm saying.
He says, push the burpees. We need to work on ourselves so we want to be affected by others. Now, I'm more than happy. Professionally, my actual job, such as it is I teach meditation and breath work. I'm happy to teach you meditation. Here's what I realized a long time
My
ago.
fly time's my fly time's my meditation, Yogi. It is. I love doing it. It relaxes me.
But I'm talking about the sit down, not relaxing, transcending your thoughts. Here's the thing. Is there anything more that you can do right now to fix this situation? Anything.
To fix this situation, probably not.
Then be happy.
Okay.
I don't mean to sound that to be flippant at all, because the happiness true happiness is independent of outer situations. The great psychologist Viktor Frankl in Man's Search for Meaning demonstrated that in the most horrible conditions of all, he was in a concentration camp. He watched his entire family be slaughtered, and he realized the only way he could get through it was by choosing to forgive, choosing to be happy. I'm not saying forgive this person for what he did for you. I'm saying forgive the situation, meaning that right now in this present moment, you've done everything that you can. Everything that you can. If there's something more to do, you'll do it. But right now, the only choice you have is to suffer or choose to be happy.
I mean, to be accused of being a paedophile for is one thing, right? If that was the case, any paedophile, doesn't matter what country you're in, the court would tell you you're not allowed on any social media app,
Not even Facebook.
You wouldn't be allowed on Facebook. You wouldn't be allowed on Twitter or
No.
any
Right.
kind of social media outlets. You wouldn't be allowed on YouTube.
I agree. But do you want to keep suffering? Because I know you are right
No,
now.
I'm hurt.
Then I know you are. There's a way out, and you need to find it. But you got to make that decision. That I'm tired. I'm tired of this guy's calling all the shots, Stuart. Put an end to it. Call your own shots. Choose to be happy.
I did this morning. But it hurts.
I know. But you know what? It's okay to hurt.
I mean, when did YouTube ever get so toxic?
I was actually impressed and proud that you did that live stream this morning, that you stepped up and said, hey, I'm not running.
I wasn't gonna. I mean, I'm not one for chickening out on things, Yogi. Right?
Right.
I'm
And I'm not saying that you are, but find the things that make you happy now. Because again, if there's anything that you could do to make the situation different, you'll do it. But the only other option is to sit and be miserable, and that gets old really quick for you. So, Leo, did you say you wanted to come on? Leo says, guest Leo next on Discipline. You're welcome, my friend. You see what I'm saying, Stuart? I know I'm not taking away any of your suffering at all. I can only imagine how hurt you are right now. But
honestly, it feels like everything I've worked for, Yogi, just doesn't exist anymore. Honestly, I'm heartbroken, man.
right,
I'm sitting here like a broken man.
have you ever been heartbroken before?
Several times.
Did you get through it?
Hmm?
Did you get through it?
Kind of.
You'll get through this. You will. You got a community behind you. I'm not just talking about the fishing community. You got people here.
Now you can see why I don't want to do live streams anymore.
I understand.
They're taking a good guy who's got a good heart. They've taken
They haven't
everything.
taken anything from me, Stuart.
They have.
No, it seems like it. It seems like it. How many people showed up to your live stream last night?
You've got 15 people watching you, yet hardly. If I was to do a live stream now, which I'm not going to do, I'd only have about 8 in there.
Right.
Maybe less.
I got 15 people, and probably 12 of them are Jacob helping me out, which I appreciate. When you're ready,
They've taken my good spirit, my good nature.
no one can take that from you. Right now, you're in mourning. You're hurt. Like you said, you're heartbroken. Allow yourself to be heartbroken. Be sad, be upset, and then wait for the next step, whatever that might be.
And then for
Maybe the
them to
next
go
step.
live again and attack me. It's sick that people do this to good people.
I agree. But they do. And this is where you find yourself. Start thinking about what you're going to do next when you're ready. Right now, just be sad. Just be heartbroken. And then when you're ready, whenever that might be, dust yourself off. And maybe it'll be Rumble. Maybe you'll dust yourself off and say, all right, enough with YouTube. I'm on Rumble. Maybe you'll say, nope, I'm going to do whatever on YouTube. I'm going to do another live stream. Who knows it is. But right now, allow yourself to be sad. Allow yourself to be heartbroken. Don't try to change it. As you said, you've done everything that you can do.
Why is it always the good ones that get hurt?
Just the way it is. Just the way it seems. If we could spend our life trying to find out why to those kind of questions. Sue says, sometimes to get past the hurt, you have to allow yourself to go through your range of emotions before getting past the hurt. Do it at your own pace. Absolutely, Sue. Leo says, and Leo, I appreciate that, Leo.
To me, I've had. I mean, you've seen the angry side of me, but not even touched the sides of me being angry. I mean, this morning, I couldn't really shout, scream, whatever else. And I could have happily went on a walk and I could have just roared my lungs out.
Right.
And then you would have seen something that, ain't pretty. Trust me, I've had to do that a few times on YouTube while I've been sitting here. And I hate myself for it. But it's the only emotion that I know that seems to get through to some people.
Right now, Toy Pups is here. 2Cap. Hello, guys. Right now,
Debs.
take care of yourself in whatever way you can.
I'll be alright, I think.
Tandra is still here. Says just listening. Sending you love.
Hey, Tandra.
Hey, Debs.
I just
Debs says what you
I
said the
feel
other
sorry
day.
for everybody who's like being sent emails and like, well, Stuart's this, that, next thing. Well, it ain't even me. I mean, they're taking someone that's got the same name as me, but with a different spelling of the first names, and they're using
And
that.
a different country.
I got told I was I live in Canada. Does this
That's-
flags look like I'm in Canada?
That's what I mean. That's the big thing. You know, the different spelling of the name, same name but different spelling, but a different country altogether is it's huge. You know what I mean? It puts it in the realm of being ridiculous.
Cheers, pups.
Yeah, she says before we go, Levy Stewart, you're brave and strong. You're not alone. Absolutely. The reason why I mentioned how many people you had on your live stream was people will show up for you. Those who care will show up for you. People are here on this live stream sending you love. Take that. That's where we start. Allow yourself to be heartbroken, and then look at this chat, and look at the people who showed up in your live stream, and just know that you're loved. Stuart the Fish
How do you
Whisperer.
do a split screen thing, by the way? Another question. How do you do a split screen?
On your phone, there'll be a thing that says share the live. This was shown to me by Toy Pups, by the way. She showed me how to do it. And click on the go live on share the live. And then as you proceed, it'll say copy the link. And you just copy the link. And then I go back into the edit mode and I drop the link in my description. And then I hit the finish up button.
I'll see if I can try and remember that.
I'll see if I can send you some details on
Please
Messenger.
do.
So Leo, did you want to
If
come
I
up?
do a live stream, I want someone up who can actually I can speak to.
Right.
Going on my own is just not an option.
Doing it this way is nice because different people can come up different times. You know what I mean? So you always have some friend step up, and if someone who isn't a friend steps up, there's the opportunity to confront them. But I doubt they will. They don't seem the type of person that would show up face to face.
They won't. I don't think they'll turn up here. You're me.
What's that?
You're not in the fishing community. They won't turn up here.
No, I'm not
If
talking
they
about.
do-
I'm talking
if
about.
they- if
I'm talking about with you.
if they do come up, then there'll have
If
to
they-
be a purpose.
If you're doing a live stream, if they come up with you. But like I said, they don't seem the type of person that would show up and confront you face to face. More of a behind the scene, sneaky type of stuff. Thomas says,
See if
yes,
you
sir.
can- See if you can send me that information so I can try and do a split screen.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go bounce over to Bob before he ends.
All right, coming back if you want.
I will do.
Love you, my
Bye,
friend.
people.
Leo, did you want to come up and say hi? Hey, Thomas, what do you mean you said you did a war? Deb just said what you said the other day. We are not afraid of the unknown. We are afraid of the known ending. Krishnamurti, an important teacher. Deb says creator wants better for you, so you are being pushed out of your comfort zone, and you deserve better. Like if not, love yourself. Thank you, Debs. So Toy Pups says we're gonna do a live, not so live for 10 minutes, and I'll be back to explain. Interesting. All right. Our good friend Leo is here. What do you got for us, Leo?
Hello. Wait, I can't even hear you. There we go. Hello.
How's that?
What's going on, Yogi? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All good, brother. Another day, feeling great. It's cold as hell over here, man. It's super cold.
Yeah, you're not used to it yet.
Nah, definitely not.
You will be.
I mean, but then again, I it's hard to believe who gets used to 30 degrees. I mean, I don't know about getting used to it. I'm still gonna work out in it. Like I'm in the garage and the breeze just bleeds through. So
It's
I'm
a
feeling it, but
tough
mean, no-
situation.
yeah,
for
man,
an
it doesn't
LA.
matter. We're gonna acclimate. We're gonna get over it. It's just
Right.
another obstacle.
This is
Yeah,
true.
man. Easy work,
That's your-
man.
That's your mess. That's
First
your
off,
message.
I want to say I was listening to the whole ordeal with Mr. Fishy. Mr. Fishy, I heard you say you're a father. I also heard that you enjoy fishing. I also heard that you are affected by pretty much everything that someone that we don't even know is saying. That fact alone just kind of made me bleed a little bit, bro. First off, we are fathers. My thing is, we are fathers. Fishy, we are fathers. First off, we got people looking up to us. That is the first thing I will say, all right? We have people watching us and seeing how we react to situations on a daily. Off the rip, brother, I would say this is my only criticism. Don't be so affected by people that we do not fucking know. I'm sorry, I doubt that we do not know. I will try not to cuss. I'm sorry, Yogi. We
That's
don't
right.
know these people. I get 5,000 to 8,000 views on stream. Best believe the comments are not all positive, brother. I've been doing this for 331 days now. And best believe, man, my day 1 to day 100, it was nothing but struggles, man. People, all they do is hop on to troll. They hop on to discriminate. They hop on to put you down. No one is supporting you. We're very happy that we found a community that we have. We have Yogi. We have Jacob. We have our Burpee family. And there's nothing but love and support, bro. When you got one of us in the chat, no one will disrespect because they get blocked, they get removed, they get all of that. But brother, you have to keep going, you know? Like if you get affected by someone's words that easily, besides the fact, it's not even words. Someone is typing this. They're not even saying it to you, brother. They're typing it. And you're reading it to the point that, and it's affecting you to the point that you have to ruin your day. Brother, we have to move on, man. We have to keep it pushing, staying strong. I understand that you have your comfort zones, you have your fishing, you have your whatever you like to do for comfort. Step out the comfort. Best believe sometimes when we are upset in this depression mode, being alone with our thoughts is the last thing that you want to do. Fishing, all you do is think. And it seems to me, brother, that you are not the one that can handle thinking on your own, which is why I keep pushing burpees. Do something physical. Like best man. I am not preaching because I am perfect, bro. I'm broken. My past is the past. We all have past. I will always go back to that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink. We can tell you what to do. We can tell you how to get over it. We can tell you how to better yourself. But brother, it's up to you, Fishy. We can tell you how to do step 1, 2, and 3, and 4. But if you want to skip to 6 and ignore what we told you, then you're pretty much stepping over stones and you're asking to trip. We're here to support you, brother. I don't know you at all, brother Fishy. You joined my stream asking for a wrench. And I gave you a wrench because people were vouching for you, brother. You're a great person. You've been in my stream ever since. You showed up and supported ever since. You're a great person. There's not one bad thing I have to say about you. From what I know, Fishy is goated. So keep that ball rolling, brother. Keep being you, man. I don't understand why people that we don't know will affect us so much. We go about life every single day, meeting people that we don't know, going about business with people that we don't know. I will always go back to that, brother. We are parents. If you say you're a parent, be a role model. My whole point of doing burpees every day is because I want to be someone that's respected amongst my own family. Best believe, brother, I don't need YouTube. I can cut this camera off and I will continue to do my grind alone. We work alone to shine in the light, brother. We have to work alone. Work on yourself, better yourself. When you show up, nothing can break you because you have broken yourself more than anyone has ever done or ever can.
I want to point out that Leo didn't start here.
No, definitely not, brother. No. And like I said, we all have a past. If someone is offering you advice, it's a personal choice to ignore it. You can't just pick and choose. You can't just keep going back to my past, the way I lived, the day I experienced, the week I've had. It doesn't matter, brother. We've all had weeks. We've all had days. We're all going through it. It's about how we react to it. And I will always go back to that, bro. Be a role model. I want to be looked up to and respected by my own peers, by my own family, and I will always try to live up to that image. Be a protector, be a defender, and you can't do that if you are so easily bullied yourself, brother. Work on yourself, mentally strong, and everything else will fall in place. But best believe mental health is best built through physical feats, man. You will learn a lot about yourself doing 10 push-ups. If you can't do 5, best believe that 6-1 will push you past your mental limits. But just work on yourself, Fishy. You got support, brother.
This is true. And he does have support.
Plenty of support. That's what I'm saying. You're focusing on a couple when you got so many around you that are telling you the complete opposite.
Right.
Focus on the ones that are cherishing you. Be around people that cherish you, not that put up with you.
There was a book written in the 1980s. I never read it, but I love the title.
I love that quote.
What you think of me is none of my business. And it goes even deeper. What I think about myself is none of my business too. Like you said, you get the reps in no matter what. I've heard you say, I don't want to do this. I've heard you say, I hurt. My body hurts. I've heard you say your head hurts mentally. You're not in the game. I've heard you say.
I just went through a funeral, like I've been going through burials these past 3 days and I'm still getting my reps in. It's like nothing stops me, brother. We got to work on ourselves before we work on anybody else. I will never make your issues more important than my own, ever. Right. I will work on myself first and then I will offer you help to just based on the fact that how I fix myself.
And the amazing thing is you're having all those thoughts saying, I'd rather be asleep. I'd rather stay in bed. I'd rather have a drink. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. But what you think isn't any of your business. You just get the reps in, regardless.
Yes, sir. Discipline. And that's what I'm saying. Discipline.
It doesn't have to be. Yep. It doesn't have to be reps for everyone. It could be going out and walking fast.
Yes.
Taking a step.
Yes.
Whatever
it could be anything. It could be any physical feat, any kind of expression that you feel that is not sitting down and moping. I'm telling you, when we are broken, sitting down with your own thoughts is a very, very dangerous thing to do. Unless you are mentally training, unless you are in a position that you've been practicing, like you say, yoga, actual yoga, where you sit down and you focus on the thoughts and you work them over with yourself, by yourself, in solitude. Unless you are practicing that, being alone with your thoughts is a dangerous thing.
Man, I can't tell you how happy that made me to hear you say that. To actually say true yoga.
Yes, I mean, because I've been doing that. I mean, my mental health is coming from burpees, yes, but it's not just that. You have to, it opens up plenty of doors that you know you have to work on when you are progressing physically.
Right.
And I have to work on every aspect to make gains. I cannot be mentally strong if I don't focus on it. It's not just about the burpees. I have to sit down and work on myself. So I do spend an hour every other day sitting down, and I just sit down, breathe, and think. I turn on the humidifier, I sit down, and I just think. I work it over. I plan ahead, and if I can't figure it out, I go back to it, and I'm thinking, how do I figure this out? And it's all in quiet. It's all in silence. It works out, and it helps out a lot. But I'm telling you, that's how I know that it's very dangerous, because even me that I'm practicing it still gets to a point where I'm like overwhelmed. I get shaky, and I have to snap out and be like, you know what? I have to get up and just do some burpees because it's not working right now.
Right.
But yes, man, like we have to be physically active to make mental gains. And then unless you're practicing yoga, like I said, it's very dangerous. So Fishy, take a walk, brother. Do something, you know. Fishing is your pride and your hobby, but sometimes sitting alone quietly is not the way to go, especially if you don't practice it. All love and respect to all of you guys. I need to get these burpees, Yogi. Being in Reno, my schedule has changed drastically. I'm trying to figure out everything as I go. So I don't
Got
know
it.
what the hell. I don't know what's next. You know that we just gotta take it day by day. But
Right.
I'm gonna do some burpees with Yogi. Thank you for having me, Yogi.
Hey,
You're
I appreciate you stepping up.
yeah, man. You're a goat, man. No, it's just about that. I just heard fishy and it just made me bleed. Like one of those things. Like, come on, man. Like, no, we can't do that. And the only thing that made me want to hop on and say this is because I heard that he was a father. That father part got me. We're role models
Right.
and we are looked up to before anything else, you know. So let's be looked up to someone strong. Let's be strong, powerful, reliable, dependable, you know.
Right.
We gotta be able to pick ourselves up before we pick anybody else up. So
There you go.
there you go. Much love, much respect to all of you. Have a great day. My name is Leo Said So. And
Check
I'm
him
out,
out.
here, guys.
Yep.
Thank you, Yogi. Take it easy,
Thank you.
buddy.
You too.
Fishy. Stay safe, buddy.
So check out our friend Leo. Excellent channel. No one works harder. No one works harder. Hey, ATC says, well, he had me until he did fishing. TCAP says, like a fun cleansing landscape. So does rush of blood and air from exercising. TCAP says, what do you seek from a community? Oh, talking about Carl. Carl, you belong in whatever community you wish to belong in. You belong here for sure, my friend. Hey, Red Road. Hello, Yogi. Hello, Austin. How are you, my friend? Let's see. Bob is here. Hey, speaking of physical, Bob knows about physical. That's for sure. There is something about being an endurance athlete. An endurance athlete purposely puts themselves in a place of suffering. So, Red Road, how have you been? Creeper says, all love to all. We are warriors. Let's act like it. Bob says fishing sinks. I take it was a bad day at the stream. Toy Pups is back. Toy Pup says, until I can do live streams again, I'm going to do video live, not so live. I think I understand. Hey, are you able to go on someone else's live stream yet, or is that still not a thing? Carl says goodbye. Carl, hang out here anytime. Make this community your community. I know you said you don't like doing panels, but come up and just talk with us. Toy Pup says, I'll prove that I can talk to myself. I have no doubt that you can talk to yourself. Toy Pup says, I can't join, it's sucky. Yeah, I'm sorry. And Bob says, took me an hour to even find non-frozen water. Caught one trout. Toy Pup says, can I join the other way? I don't know. Would that get you in more trouble? Would they think that you were trying to? Let me talk to you after the live stream. And we'll see. I just don't want it to seem like, I don't want YouTube to think that you're looking for loopholes. You know what I mean? Leo says, much love. Fishy, I'm going to do 51 pumps with a 40-pound vest for you, sir. All love, brother. Thank you, Leo. Toy Pup says, yes, right. I agree with you. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know how YouTube works. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to probably take steps on my channel as well. Pretty much say, you know, just to keep it a safe situation for everyone. Thomas says, my son and I are getting our lines wet this afternoon after school. Nice. Man, fishing with your son. I remember my dad teaching me to fish. Let's see. Toy Pup says it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I think so. Thomas says, with the audience you have built, that's a responsible thing, Eric. Yeah, I think so. ATC says, I must have missed something. Always out of the loop. That ATC guy. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that before. All right, that's not true. I just heard it right now. Well, man, when you are so busy fishing and listening to a man in a horse suit play drums in your bathtub, you don't have time. You don't have time to stay in the loop. I said the same thing, Toy Pups. She said, the horse head. That's why, ATC. Exactly. We spent less time hanging out with the horse guy in the bathtub and more time keeping it in the loop, then you would know. Our friend Stuart's coming back. What's up, Stuart?
Hey. Supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, I saw messages popping up. I haven't had a chance to check yet. How's she doing?
She's all right.
Good.
Hey,
Hey,
Brad.
Michael. What's that?
I'm just saying, hey, Brad.
Yeah, Brad says taking care of buckets is a full-time job sometimes. Oh, yeah, you got a horse in your bathtub, man. Playing drums. Hey,
And
Mercedes.
a woman with a a woman with a Scottish hummingbird.
Yeah, I heard you don't like the bagpipe.
I love him. I just want to hear him professionally done, not some wannabe guy or person at microwave, frying pan, fridge, freezer.
I'll
trying
tell
to-
you my favorite in just a minute. Megiza says, "Hi guys, hope all is well. How are you, my friend? Hey, I wanted to mention to you, if you ever want to come on the live stream and talk sobriety, you're welcome, my friend." And then I wanted to mention with Brad, my favorite was the toaster, the toast song. That was pretty good.
I was gonna actually bring this up. You were on about as soon as you went on about buckets and horse heads. I did see the toaster.
That
Do you
was
want to
good.
read even more funnier? Is if the bread actually popped out the toaster. If you can understand what I'm saying. It would have been funny if the bread was actually to pop out
Right. Right.
as it was getting played.
That would have been nice. Hey,
It
Marie.
would have been funny.
Most people saying, "Hi, I'm now here."
But
I could just
I've now got the perfect thumbnail for Bob's Live.
What's that?
He's gonna get thousands and thousands of views. Hopefully.
Marie, Toy Pups is here. She's been commenting in the chat. She still can't go live yet, but she will be able to in 2 weeks. All the I don't know if you heard, all the strike that was against her has been taken down, completely, not just reversed, but like eliminated. But it's still going to take them 2 weeks to get it back up.
What Timo's channel?
No, Toy Pups. She got she can't do live stream right now because someone reported and said that she had someone under the age of 13 on her live stream, which she didn't. And she got the video, or she got the live stream and showed it to them, and they agreed. So it's taken care of.
Oh.
Megiza says, what's that?
Vindictive people.
Yeah. Megiza says, that would be a really great idea. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Just and that's anytime. Anytime you see me live, anytime you see this split screen. The only time I haven't been on split screen is at 5 a.m.
You know what? I'll say something, Yogi, right?
Yeah.
I like Brad's comment.
About toast. There ain't no secret to toasting perfection. There's it all on the side, and you make your selection. Take your bread, put it in the slot, press down the handle, and the wires get hot. Toast.
No,
Sometimes,
but I'm saying when the guy was playing on toaster, it would be funny if there was like slices of like fake bread or something to come flying out
Right.
of it wherever you tap. It just like boom.
or at least at the very end, piece of toast just comes straight out. It's like a final salute. Michael says that's that's messed up. It is messed up, Michael.
Do you know what goes well with toast?
What's that?
Pork and beans.
I do my toast just toast. No, I'm a toast purist, man. You guys and your jam and your butter. Let's see.
Some horrible stuff. It's on platform even promoted. They shut my son's fishing channel down. The kids is fishing. That like what's wrong with that? Bob. Oh man. I was there when that happened. I felt so sorry for him. I still do. But I mean, this is the perfect example. You've got a kid that's doing fishing. That's all he loves to do. And you get some douchebag that can sit in some other part of the States, accuse me of the most evil things that you can think of, and then YouTube allows that, but won't allow a kid to do what he loves to do.
Right. Magiza
Hell.
says, us UK guys like beans with everything. Is that true?
What was that? Sorry.
It says us UK guys like beans with everything.
Not everything.
But you got that, but almost everything. Can you think of something you don't like it with?
Oh, this is Scotland's thing here. Right? Listen to this. I'll give you Scotland's example. We have bread with everything. We have bread with everything. We really do. We put what you guys call fries, we call chips. Right?
Right.
Beans are good. I will mix them in leftover
Jace makes a
pasta.
sandwich. He makes a sandwich
Good,
out of
bud.
chips.
You get chip called chip butties, so it's like chip on a roll. So you get chip butty. You have bread with soup. You have bread with. We even put a pie, an actual Scotch pie or a pie on a roll. We even do that here. I've had that. It's gorgeous.
Speaking of Jace, he's live right now, getting in his reps.
Bush's baked beans. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I got pork and beans in the kitchen. I love the song from Weezer. I love Weezer.
Mhm.
Yes, there's a band called Weezer, and they did a song called Pork and Beans.
Magiza says egg chips and beans, sausage chips and beans, beans on toast, beans on breakfast, cheesy beans, beans on
Cheesy
beans.
beans are wonderful. Cheesy beans are wonderful.
This is why, by the way, America declared their independence. Right here. The bean
Get
issue.
out of here.
This is it. This is the reason. Right here.
Go on
We couldn't take it, man.
If you go on Wendy's channel, have a look through her shorts.
I will. But man, Americans, we couldn't take the beans anymore. We couldn't take the after effect of the beans anymore.
So why have you got beans across here then if you wanted independence? Eh?
I've got cheesy beans and potatoes.
Now, you
with
being a
bacon.
vegan of all people should know what I'm going to be saying here. So you pay attention. You pay attention because you're a vegan here, right? And I'm going to talk to you like a vegan because you are one, right?
Yep.
Beans, you said you wanted independence from the UK. All about beans. You've got Bush's beans. Are you going to roll them off the shelf?
All I do, lentils and chickpeas. Only two.
Beans are good. Beans are good.
They are. But
Man,
man,
you get more fiber and protein or
I
whatever
agree.
you call it out of a bean than you
I
would do
agree.
with most veg.
I can't believe I'm having a legume argument with a non-vegan who's schooling me in the ways of beans. Nicole says, "My name is Mercedes." Yep, welcome, Mercedes.
Beans and rice, not so much. I learned in Alaska how to prepare beans the proper way so they don't give you any gas. Well, blow me down with a feather. Go on then. This is what I've got to hear. How do you stop beans from giving gas?
Soak them overnight. Soak them in water overnight.
They're already in tomato juice. Can't soak beans. That's
I'm talking
in
about-
tomato juice.
I'm talking about real beans, man. I'm not talking about beans that come from a can. I'm talking about real, honest beans. By the
Get
way,
out of here, Bob. Get out of here. You need to take a pin and poke each one before you cook them. They're ridiculous.
don't knock it till you try it. See what happens.
I am not going through a whole can of beans and go poke, 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 poke. Let's do what that is. That's cabin fever. That's cabin fever. That's what Bob had in the last. That's what he's got when he goes to Alaska. He's got cabin fever,
Right.
guaranteed. How let's go poke, 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 poke. Oh,
Thomas says he'd glad to live on beans and rice. Me too. That's actually ideal, basically. That, fruit, vegetables, and yes, okay, but it's because this causes fermenting.
You told your wife what my sister-in-law? You told my sister-in-law somehow you're still married to my sister-in-law?
ATC says, yeah, we're talking about real beans, man. Exactly. ATC gets it.
Well, what's a real bean?
The dried ones.
Comes from a plant. It doesn't come from a can.
Yeah, but it's going to go from a plant to a can.
No, goes from a plant. You can dry them if you want. You can do dried beans, but you still got to soak them. Pinto beans are my favorite, says Michael.
Right, okay, right. Well, if we're going to have a bean competition, a bean conversation, should I say, right? If we're going to have a bean conversation, what is the best bean?
Lentils. Highest in fiber, highest protein content.
Coffee.
They
I'll
don't
win.
need-
Coffee bean. I win.
All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hard to argue that. It is hard to argue. And you know what? That makes me wonder. Are you getting any benefits of beans by drinking coffee?
Well, here's another thing. Chocolate is also a bean.
It
Coca
is.
bean.
I mentioned this too before. You know, if you have vegan ice cream, you can tell people you're eating a salad. So if you have a cup of coffee and vegan ice cream, you can say, "Yeah, I'm just eating some beans and having a salad." There you go. You can argue with that.
Second favorite coffee bean. No, coca bean and coffee bean. If you put both of them beans together, honestly, you've got the most beautiful coffee ever. It's called a mocha.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think I picked my wife? Spelled a little different. She doesn't have an H in her name. ATC
Oh,
says, yeah,
if she had an H in her name, I'd be wanting to have I'd be wanting a wedding ring on this finger. Well, you got a wedding ring on that one. I want one on that one.
What is this?
let's see.
Yeah, but seriously, we used to make beans in a hole in the dirt. Wet the summer 2 days. They are insanely good that way. Chocolate covered coffee beans are delicious. I've never had that, and I wouldn't fancy that.
Well, but you were talking about you and McGeeza, beans on beans. Coffee bean, chocolate beans, beans on beans.
You've got one trout.
Green beans essential in survival garden. Yeah, I can see that. But here's the thing: lentils.
Trout is a bean. A bean's a trout. Bean trout. Trout bean. It's called an egg.
I don't think so. I think
It's called
that's a
an
bit of a stretch with that one. Let's get biblical here.
Right.
Esau sold his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of lentil soup. How good must lentils be that someone would sell their birthright just to get a bowl of soup? Would anyone do that for, I don't know, would they do it for a pinto bean? Would they do it for a navy bean? It's not in the Bible. All I see is lentils.
Venison. Let's talk about venison. What does it do? Why does it do what it does? I need it in my face. I need it in my face.
You saw Eric Lapointe's vegan burger, right? They look pretty good.
You mean venison burger?
What did I say?
You said vegan.
Did I say vegan?
You said vegan.
Freudian
I
slip.
said venison.
I think I'm planting seeds. So next time you sit down to a venison burger, you're gonna be like, shouldn't I be having a vegan burger instead?
No,
It's
but
all
the thing
it's
is, though,
hypnosis.
I will be honest. The only thing with vegan food, right, as in like the plant-based food, it's too salty.
Depends on what you're having.
It's too salty.
Right. Which is why I only eat plant-based stuff. Now, on occasion, and I'm talking, it's been probably 3 years since I've had like a vegan burger or anything like that. And that was only when we were traveling or something, or special occasion. My diet's just simple. Plants. Thomas is gonna start lentils now.
You're a herbivore. You're not a vegan. You're a herbivore.
Which is a vegan. But vegan, and the label vegan is more of an ethical stance. That's why I always say to people, don't go vegan if you're not called to it. Just go plant-based. Plant-based means you can eat meat, you can eat eggs, you can eat cheese, but you just eat mostly plants.
Yeah,
What is-
exactly, Brad. I tofu. I've never had tofu, but I wouldn't want it.
Vegan hot dog, it's just beans and tofu in disguise. Well, not any longer. Now they're made out of all kinds of stuff. They even made some vegan burgers actually bleed. So people would get the actual sense of meat. Some vegans got
Is
upset
that
with that.
beetroot juice by any
What's that?
chance?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
I said, is that beetroot juice by any chance?
Oh, it is. It's actually beetroot. Michael says the plant-based nuggets are okay. Thomas got ground venison in the freezer. That would be good with lentils. That would be good. Lentils go good with everything.
See, this is the thing, right? To me, if you have an animal that's grass-fed, that is eating a plant. That is plant-based meat.
Plant-based meat.
Well,
This is what I told.
deer eats grass. I eat the deer. It's grass-fed.
Right.
It's plant-based food.
This is what I told Eric Lapointe, because he showed me the vegan burgers and he's like, oops, sorry. And so no need to be sorry. I would rather have someone
Venison burgers, by the way, people. He was cooking venison burgers, not vegan burgers. He was cooking venison burgers.
did I say vegan again?
Yeah, you just
See?
don't like that. You try to take the word venison out of things.
Like I said, it's all hypnosis.
What is a vegan hot dog? I've never heard such a thing.
It's actually pretty good. Teacup says I'm on a star-based diet. What's the star-based diet?
Jump
Teacup
up
says,
and
"Hey,
down, and eat stars. Eat chocolate stars. There's little chocolate
Uh,
bars, little chocolate stars in
yeah.
Milky Way.
I hate the imitation foods. Just eat meat if you want, veggies if you want." Well, here's the thing, Thomas. For me, I consider them transitory foods. For people who want to go vegan, but they don't feel quite ready.
I'm not one of them.
Well,
I
know.
didn't say.
But
I'm
for
not
some
one of
people.
them.
For some people. Red Road says, "Can anyone see you?" We can see you, Red Road.
Hey, Red Road. I mean, to me,
Let me make it
cows.
easier.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm back. Already cleaned. Oh my. He had one fish, Yogi. One.
But it's better than none.
One is an absolute dumb little fish because he knew that Bob needed it, so it gave itself up.
Sacrifice. Hey,
It
Red Road,
sacrifices
Red
itself
Road.
for the spooks.
I made you a mod, so it'd be easier to see.
So yeah. Fish is singular in this case. No, if you've got two fillets, it's fish. It doesn't matter. Fish is fish. Doesn't matter if you've got fish. You can't even call three fishies, or three fishes, because fishes doesn't work. You've got three fish. You've got one fish. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter how many fish you got. You're going to get two fillets out of it.
Right.
I'd rather
Sniper said-
I'd rather take one suicidal trout to the smoker, because then I'm taking it out of its natural environment and I'm heating it up. I'm keeping it warm and toasty. You know what I mean? It's been cold, and I'm bringing it home to heat it up. It's like me taking venison and rabbit and duck and whatever else, and they're cold. And if I see they're cold and shivering with icicles, I bring them in and heat them up.
Did you say venison or did you say vegan? I didn't. Just double check.
Venison, rabbit, duck,
Just
cow,
double checking.
pig, lamb, sheep, chicken. They all look cold outside in the. They all look cold outside in the wintertime. I bring, well, ducks and goose are the same thing. They look cold outside. You bring them in and heat them up. They got all nice and cozy.
Yeah, you're nothing. You're nothing but compassionate, Stuart.
I've got to heat them up. I
It's all
don't
for-
like animals. I don't like animals being too cold.
All for the animals. Sniper says, you and I talked about this before. He says we have added ingredients in most milk and dairy products, which most people here in England are boycotting. You're talking about non-pasteurized milk.
Yeah.
Last week.
Mhm.
ATC says fish I saw caught by Bob today. 1 fish I've seen Stu catch in the last 6 months. 0.
That's nonsense. That's not true. That's not true. I
Vinegar.
can give you the live I did 4 months ago, and I caught 2 fish.
Bob says I'm going to be nice, Brad, because we both know Yogi has a better chance of catching a fish than me tomorrow. What do you think of that?
If you can catch a fish, Yogi,
I can go.
I would be one happy guy.
The only thing that would prevent me from catching a fish is not having any fishing. I do have a tackle box, but it has running stuff in it. I got a pond.
I think, to be honest, you would be a great fisherman. You know why?
I grew up fishing.
Because you'd be catch and release like what I am.
Right.
You're not taking a fish home to eat. You're catching a fish and saying thank you.
I agree. I think I would probably, though, if I were to fish, it was because I was hungry and I would eat it. So if I'm ever at that point, I got a pond less than a quarter mile from my house. Actually, if I stood outside, I would be able to see it. That's where a lot of my stuff are. But that's what I said to Eric LaPointe. You know, I'd rather see people catch their food or hunt for their food than factory raise.
Well, this
Red
is what
Road
I'm
says-
saying. I would rather go and catch my own, or at least know someone who can get
Right.
bits and pieces.
Red Road says I have a friend on YouTube. She fishes all year in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. But that's what Bob said. All through the year, he fishes, right? Brad, you fish all through the year, right?
I try to, but I mean, at the moment, weather's crud. And the thing is, this is what people really realize about Scotland, right? We're built under a rain cloud. We really are. But here's the thing. They don't take into consideration of how much this thing costs. They don't take into consideration of how much your phone costs.
Right. That's a good point.
This
Bob
is
says
this is 35 quid's worth, right?
right.
50 hours, right? If this gets damaged, then my live stream no good. I can't go out and fish.
Makes sense.
So what? What do they want me to do? I don't have every 35 quid every live stream to go and get one of these.
Cypress says, no, Eric, it's all in milks from Tesco, Ems, and Aldi. It's an added ingredient that's on trial in the cow food source. Gotcha.
Mueller
dairy
milk
products.
is the only milk that I don't think that's been fiddled with. They might have pasteurized it, but the thing is, they don't add water to it. Unlike some places that I know that do that,
Right.
they actually add water to milk.
So if Red Road says there's a lot of nasty stuff that England and other countries they don't allow in their food, but the U.S. allows in our food.
Well, I've proved the point. Not that long ago, Miracle Whip. Corn syrup is banned in the UK. But if I can get products from the States that have got it, I can get it.
Right.
As long as I paid the postage and packaging for it to be delivered. Now, this is the other thing with milk. In England, you are blessed to go to Warwickshire. Yeah, Warwickshire. There's a place where you can actually buy straight from the cow milk, yogurt, cheeses, and you can get delivered to your door in Scotland as long as you pay
Nice.
for it down there for it to be travelled up here. You can't get it here in Scotland because they banned it.
So Cypress says the new additive aims to cut down on the methane emission from cows, but some have raised safety concerns. I would imagine anything you put into a cow, and then you have any kind of cow product, you're ingesting. Thomas is out of lentils.
The thing with it being straight from the cow is that you've got to put it through a sieve or a muslin cloth, a fresh muslin cloth, because all you're wanting is the milk part. You don't have all the nasty stuff that's coming from the cow.
Right.
You're just basically having it as it's a
Um,
muslin cloth. Well, it's like a sieve,
Bit of fabric.
but it's fabric.
Essence is here.
Hey, Essence.
Essence. Was that a 90210 joke? Straight out of the 1990s? Man, I can appreciate that. The question is, he said Brandon or Dylan? Brandon and Dylan. So which one of us is Brandon and which one is Dylan? What's that?
What Tupac has just said. Tupac. I think I would try raw milk if I was the one caring for the cow. I've said on Yogi's live stream previously that there is ways and means. A farmer took a cow and fed it pasteurized milk. As in, it was just a calf. It didn't want to feed from its mum. Its mum rejected it. So the next best thing. They fed it pasteurized milk, and it was actually dying
But you mentioned that.
until they got milk from another cow to start feeding it. It started being healthy again.
Cypress says Arlo is the cause. Two-Cap says, are we in the so are we in the peach pit? I think we are. Nightmare is here. Hey, this is the Nightmare. By the way, on his other channel, he's got a his first video up. If you guys can check it out. If you want to drop the link again for that.
Did you understand it? Did you understand it?
He didn't talk in his own voice. He's the third Scottish person in the live stream today. You? I'm guessing Magiva that he's Scottish with the Mac. I'm guessing. But he said UK, so maybe he could be Irish. And then Nightmare. Nightmare says just me again, Eric, but as I mentioned him before, there's no such thing as just Nightmare. It is wow. Nightmare. That's the way it should be. This is the second live stream he's been on today. Awesome. Second of mine.
Lots of bean eaters in Yogi's chat.
Yeah, there are.
Right. So as I said, what's the best bean? We
Lentils.
said coffee bean. You're saying lentils. Kidney beans.
Nope. Sticking with lentils. Chickpeas are good.
What's that bean that you like? What's the name of it?
You get Berlotti beans.
Berlotti beans.
Butter beans.
Berlotti beans are nice.
Butter beans.
Butter beans. What else is there? Taco beans.
Well, they tackle bean juice.
Green bean.
Yep. Now you're talking my language.
Chickpeas
But,
are
but the thing is, Yogi shouldn't be eating anything that produces. But he says
Behave yourself.
that says he got ovaries.
Behave.
I made him smile. I made Yogi smile
you did.
because he knows what I'm on about.
Oh, my.
ATC says chickpeas are the devil.
Yep.
Well, we can call them garbanzo beans instead. It's the same thing. If that makes you guys feel better. Red Road
No.
says navy beans.
Because we all know what they are. Don't start trying. You try to pull the wool over our eyes, Yogi. That's not like you.
Garbanzo beans.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Yogi is trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
No, no.
I think the garbanzo beans came before the chickpeas, to be honest. I think they were called garbanzo beans before. People got upset.
Brad, I'm with you. Nope, Gabanzo bean are also the devil. I agree.
So
Have you ever
Red Road
Don't
says
like
yes, you did.
Don't like hummus. Don't like chickpeas. Don't like hummus.
What is but not all chickpeas are hummus. And you said you never had hummus. So you can't say you don't like hummus. You can say that I won't eat hummus because of my
I've
psychological.
got a genuine question for you.
you sure?
Do you like couscous?
I do like couscous. I don't eat it often. It's been a while.
Same here.
Couscous
I like
is good.
hummus. Couscous is made out of chickpeas.
Not the one I've had.
Not the one that Wendy had.
What were the ingredients in that?
Not the one I've had.
I can't remember. Wendy can't even remember.
ATC says, Two-Cap says black beans, love them with fish and rice. Red
Oh,
Bird
by
says,
the way, may I say,
I like all.
this is the first can of Monster that I've had in 2 days.
I watched the amazing, energetic Joshua slam a monster. One big gulp. One of the most impressive things I've seen on YouTube. If you want to give it a shot.
I do a lot of impressive things on my YouTube channel. I make flies.
It's impressive. I agree. I do agree. Takes a lot of patience. Takes a steady hand and a keen eye to tie a fly. I think if you're lacking any of those ingredients, you will not be able to successfully tie a fly.
Fish fly, stone fly, rock fly.
So ATC says those things never get soft no matter how long you cook them. They are evil. It helps to soak them. Soak them overnight.
I
Magic
enjoy
words.
couscous, but I feel it's excessive in the couscous department. If it were only one couscous, I may enjoy it more.
He's got an excellent point there. I would suggest that everyone sign up for ATC's newsletter, so you can get these. You can get these discourses.
I've got ATC on speed dial. I've got ATC on speed dial, so that newsletter would just come straight to me first before anybody.
Thomas says orzo way better than couscous cousin, but I am comparing apples to oranges. But am I comparing apples? Orzo. I'm not familiar with orzo. What is the difference between orzo and couscous?
See here, this is where I love couscous is with tuna. Couscous and fish,
I've heard that before.
because a lot of bodybuilders, right now, I know that you do a lot of weightlifting and whatever else.
Well, it's kettlebells now, but I used to bodybuild. I used to train for a
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, this is the thing I'm going to say. Us bodybuilders. I mean, I used to be a bodybuilder. Used to be. It'd be couscous, chicken, and fish.
It's a good combination.
I mean, that you need protein.
ATC says a newsletter may be excessive, but a kill-off calendar with 365 days of random thoughts may be in order. I would buy one. Orzo is from the semolina flour. I believe I don't know what couscous is made of. Couscous is made out of chickpeas. Let me bring up the old Google machine here.
I think a Google is in order.
It
Don't
is.
ask Bob. Bob only knows fish and venison. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything else. Got to go, gentlemen. Yogi, have a good one. Thank you to yourself from sharing from Scotland. My name is Stuart the Fish Whisperer.
Who was that?
Red Road.
Oh, hey, Red Road. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Just gotta go. Yep. Thank you, sir. From Sharon from Scotland. Have a good
Dang,
day, you
then
too.
that's the amount of protein is the Stuart is talking about. To build up your body muscles, right? You need to eat so you can burn it off. Because having protein, I mean, especially bodybuilders that I've seen, I mean, you can't stop. If you're
Right.
going to start it, you can't stop. Because if you stop, you end up like me, big, massive stomach, turn pure lazy.
Sniper has a new short, by the way. He also got a live stream he did earlier. I got you up right now. As soon as the live stream ends, which is in about 2 minutes. And let's see, our friend Marie drops a link too. Thank you, Marie.
I'm glad. Oh. If there's two people that can make me laugh, Bob, well, three, you, Brad, and Bob,
What about me?
as well as Wendy. Obviously, Wendy. It's pouring rain outside, people. Humph. What do you mean? Talk about nutrition. nicotine, cigarettes, zero value in nutrition. I can say that. I can safely say that.
You guys might be right. Couscous is, I think, more of a grain.
Does grains have ovaries?
I'm too shy to look.
Get through Google searching. I need to know to this. I started something. I need an answer.
Do grains have ovaries?
I'm asking a genuine question here, people, because it's just curiously. I need an answer.
First, I got to figure out how to spell ovaries.
Too shy to look.
Yes, they do. The fleshy or dry ripened ovaries of a flowering plant that contains seeds, often referred to as grains. Technically, a grain is an ovary.
Hmm.
What do you think of that? You're gonna settle down to a nice big plate of ovaries later tonight? Actually, I am in just a couple minutes. I would invite you all over to my place for a big plate of ovaries if you want to come on over.
What ovaries you having?
I'm gonna have brown rice, so it'll be brown ovaries for dinner on my salad. Doesn't sound as
Hey, Mark.
doesn't sound as appetizing, does it?
No. Brown ovarian rice.
Nothing wrong with brown rice.
Brown ovarian rice. Sounds so nice. Just
Don't be
roll the
jealous.
dice.
ATC says, yeah, wheat also has hermaphroditic flowers. Wrap your minds around that. Hey, Moskva. Moskva says, slow fellow living creatures.
I
Tucat
was
says,
on
"What
a
up?"
roll there. Ovarian rice. Brown ovarian rice. Sounds so nice. Roll the dice twice.
You should be writing this down.
Since when did you decide to become a poet?
You should change the title of the channel. Stuart the Poetic Fish Whisperer. Free
No,
versing.
no.
Free versing. As you tie your flies, you free verse. Two-Cap says, did he say?
I wasn't done yet because there was one other word to go along with that. I said brown ovarian rice sounds so nice if you roll the dice twice, especially for mice.
Nice finish. Nice finish, Stuart. I like the way you tied it all together. ATC says, I like the way Stuart put the oh, I'm glad Stuart put his cigarette out so he could tell us about nutrition. That was funny. That was pretty funny.
Listen, without these things, my stress levels would be through the roof.
I understand. I do understand. I live with a smoker. My brother's a heavy smoker. And it's stress. Gotta Pretty-
I mean, I get to the point where I'm really stressed, especially if I'm on a live stream. I actually start picking my own hair out.
Wow. Yeah, that is definitely high level stress. You gotta sit down, man, and I'll teach you how to meditate. Happily so. It's a life changer. It's been known to cause fish to literally leap out of the stream into your hands. You would have the yogic power. It's listed, I'll read it to you in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. The yogic powers that one gains from meditation, you would just stand by the stream and fish would willingly give themselves to you.
Oh, I've seen carp do that on videos on YouTube. They come flying out the water and straight for you. Doesn't matter where you are. They'll come wanging out the water. They're suicidal, they carp. I think they're Asian carp that do that.
When I was a kid, I remember the older fishermen telling me you don't eat carp because it's just not a tasty fish. So I never even considered. Thomas said, I was listening to Renaissance Periodization before I jumped over here. They were revealing some new data analysis regarding protein intake, possibly could be a benefit beyond 1.3 grams per pound of lean body mass. Interesting.
What is bujutsu? Bujutsu. What the scruff is bujutsu?
Hey, Martine.
Where's Martine? I missed that one. Hi, Martine, sweetheart.
What did I miss from
Right.
Moskva?
Basically, take it from Martine's comment down, right? So, love your toy pups is saying Yogi is correct. We bite our nails when stressed out, but the breathing techniques help immediately. I've tried that; doesn't work.
It's got to be a committed practice.
I have 2 tests tomorrow. I haven't studied all. Oops. I can picture Stu. This is 2-cap. I can picture Stu working on some bujutsu. Get in there, Martine.
Hey, Moskva, I agree with Toy Pups. You'll be okay. Bujutsu is with the sticks, with the staff. Japanese martial art. Staff fighting.
No. If you want to go, if I'm going to go that way, just give me the full samurai. In fact, I'll go one better. Give me Wallace's sword.
Let's see, our friend Mercedes is back. Hello, Mercedes. Toy Pup says, love you. Saw my
So take it Nicole is now Mercedes. Or Mercedes Nicole, but I don't see.
Yep, Nicole Funk is Mercedes.
So why did she change her name?
Different channel. I think this is her. I think she said it was her mom's channel. I think. Kinjutsu. Sorry.
Right. So Brad said, grains are delicious. They provide us with fiber. Eat your grains daily. That's a haiku. Haiku.
Yep, write that down. Then grains are delicious. Yep, that's 5. They provide us with 7. 7. Eat
Now,
your grains daily.
here's
Very
the thing.
nicely done.
These are what? Art on a sword, also deeply meditative art. Rice Krispies.
Ovaries.
These are
See, you're eating crisp ovaries right now.
Mhm.
Ovary crisp.
Mhm.
Hey, Joshua.
ovarian rice beans.
Joshua, I was bragging about you earlier. I told Stuart that I watched you slam a monster. Moskva says my phone background is a color wheel, and it looks like chaos. Nice. Pretty cool, Moskva.
I didn't have an op yesterday. I'm going for an op. hospital appointment was all right, apart from the bus there going through there. Nightmare. That wasn't much fun.
Yeah, I bet. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap things up.
You should try that, Yogi,
What's that?
with some sauce. Crispy rice. You get rice and blow it up and see what happens. It's like
That sounds good. Toy Pup says, I'm doing okay. You and Yogi inspired me to push forward. I'm going to be okay. You are going to be okay, for sure. And I'm going to watch your whole live, not live stream. Joshua was asking about how Toy Pups is. Yeah, but only 14 days. And it shouldn't be 14 days. Because it was YouTube's mistake. Toy Pup says, like I'm live, but I wasn't. Joshua says, how are you, Eric? Doing pretty good, Joshua. Thank you for asking. Much appreciated. How about yourself, my friend? That's really, yeah. We should do some breath work. You can get 95% of the benefits of meditation by doing breath work 3 times a day, less than 5 minutes each time.
That was a practical laugh, by the way. That was a practical joke. You said meditation's like,
Let's see.
I was trying to put a smile on your face.
It'll get there.
I was trying to put a smile on your face by going,
I thought you were humming in satisfaction over your bowl of rice ovaries. Let's see.
Football time. No. Okay, Martine, love you too.
Bye, Martine. Joshua says, I'm okay, and thank you. Well, good.
It's a laugh, darling. You don't
Hey,
have to get
Cornelia.
put up with it. Please.
Toy Pup says you can do it. Stuart, I thought it was weird too, but Yogi knows what he's talking about. He's very wise. It's got 3,000 plus years of tradition behind it, and it works for everyone. The less you think it works for you, the more it actually does.
Depending.
TCAP says, cut the smoke. Swordplay to exhaustion is path to freedom. I like the way you said a path to freedom. I would agree. Thomas? It could also be the tea ceremony. It could be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It could be tying flies. Let me ask you a question.
Fly time is my meditation. It really is.
Let me ask you a serious question. You're not doing live streams right now, but are you still tying flies?
No.
I've done occasional.
Get back to tying flies. Because as you said, that's your meditation. Get back to tying flies. Get that sense of peace. I think that's what you need.
Yeah. But I like doing it live. That's the thing.
How about if you do what the genius Lover Toy Pups did? A non-live live. I know you like the interaction, but what if you just did a video of you tying flies? Interacting, having a conversation. People can type.
Can't have a conversation.
What's that?
Can't have a conversation.
You can have a conversation in the chat, right? Well, no, I guess not. Ask when we come back this evening. Ask Toy Pups. Check out her video. Teacup says, yes, Eric, that's it. Toy Pup says, once you allow yourself to actually love yourself, it's a beautiful thing. It is. Toy Pup says, Stuart, I did a live, not live. So live because you inspired me. You inspired her.
But how? I don't get it.
Hey, Toy Pups, can you drop your link?
I can get Toy Pops. I've got her already.
Joshua says they do screencast all the time. Nice. Sniper says, I'm glad to be of weirdly ways.
Oh, if it's a premiere. Premieres
There
are
you go.
different. So you make a video and then you sit there in the chat and then you reply to the comments. No, that doesn't work. No.
Teacup says, get back to strength then, Stu. 14 says, premiers are different.
That's what is a non-live. Live.
Oh, she
Yeah, it's a
says,
premiere. It's
yeah,
a
she just
premiere.
posted it as one.
Yeah, it's posted as a premiere.
Go and
So
watch it.
you do a video and then you post it as a premiere.
She says it's different. Moscow says Spotify dropped today. Nice. Toy Pup says yes, but it's for my happiness. That's what we do.
I'll do a members only live, I suppose.
Yep, tie some flies. Feel better.
I'll do members only. I'll do it for an hour.
Okay.
This is what
Says-
puts me off. You're saying effort must.
You pick the wrong time of night to do stuff,
I don't.
and then I get cheesed off.
I know that, Martine. It's only 8:03.
ATC says that's a great idea to OLTP. If I see it pop up and I'm free, I will swing to support. Nice. All right. I got to go get my last meal in for the day. I'll be back later. Coming by. Chat some more.
Mhm.
Let me know what you
I'll
decide to do.
I'll do a live for an hour. Members only.
Yep. Martine says when you do premieres, it ain't the same interaction. No, but
Yeah.
sometimes we got to do what we can do. You know what I mean? If you're not in the place yet where you, to do them, then you find the things that you can do. Find the things that make you happy. That's the important
members
thing.
only.
Right.
You guys are paying for that content anyway, and I've got 3 of my members here already.
Right.
There's Bob, Brad, Martine. Well, there's 4. There's even you, so there's 4 members that are here.
Even me.
And 5 actually, because Betty was here earlier.
Even
And
me.
Skeeter Services.
Let's get back to what you just said. There's even you. Earlier today, you said I was like an uncle. Like an elderly uncle.
You are an uncle.
An elderly uncle that he looked up to.
No, I didn't see you
And
an
now-
elderly uncle. No. No, listen. I said
Bye,
you're
Moscow.
you're a philosophic uncle.
And now I get an even you. Oh, even old Yogi, even old elderly Uncle Yogi is a member. That's all right. Toy Pups is laughing.
I don't mean it in that way, Yogi.
I know. Joshua says I'm a determined individual, depending on your support.
That's what you are. You're a funkle.
A fun uncle.
Funkle.
That sounds like a, you know, I don't know what that sounds like. I'm not even going to explore that right now. Hey,
A fun uncle. Shorten it down to funkle.
Fun uncle is
Joshua
uncle.
says he'll be a member if we were to connect and see how that goes. Hey, so before I go, support. Joshua, let us know what kind of support you want, what kind of support you need. I'll be there for you, my friend. Joshua says support equals support. Absolutely. TCAP says uncle in the Asian sense. Mercedes is back. Welcome back, Mercedes. So even
Yeah,
Eric.
I don't go looking for members, but I mean, if anybody wants to do it, I mean, fair enough.
Let's see. Joshua says, Eric, I already have something for you waiting. Oh,
I don't go
nice.
looking for members, but I mean, it is gratefully appreciated.
Right. I'm happy to be one.
Gratefully.
Pip Up says Joshua's full of surprises. I've seen him surprise you in your channel. But Joshua, whatever support you need from me, let me know. I will be there for you. And Marie says also, by the way, my live is going to stay live all day. I got you up right here. Joshua says it's okay. I don't go looking for memories, but I don't go looking to be everyone's member either. Thanks for dropping the link, Marie. Pip Up says we love you, Joshua. Absolutely. All right. This is going to sound weird, but I'm going to go eat my ovaries. I'll look for you.
I'll be there.
All right. Take care, guys. Hey, Eve.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Eve, I'm sorry. We're just signing off.
Hey, Eve.
I know it's late for you, my friend. ATC
Yeah,
says,
cool.
yeah, yes. TCAP says, bye, friends. Bye, Thomas. Eve says it's almost midnight here in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Have a wonderful night, my friend.
See you in a bit, peoples.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Eve, my friend. Sorry that I'm going to miss you. I hope everyone, before I go, I hope everyone is subscribed to Eve. We are shooting for 5,000 subscribers for Eve by end of the month. It's December, and we can do it. Eve says, thank you. See you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow, my friend. Thank you, guys. Support each other. That's what it's all about. I'll be back, guys. Take care. I'm going to go eat, and I'll be back.